Yeah.
Morning, Mark.
Morning.
Morning.
How are we?
So back-to-back wins for the first time since the World Cup break, 7 points for the last 3. Do you feel you're on a roll?
As far as the Championship's concerned, probably, but we're, it's no surprise that if you've got everybody fit, then you've got more chance of doing it. But I don't think it has been an issue of confidence. I think fatigue's played part this season. I think that's been something that we've experienced, and I think everybody's experiencing that. I think if you listen to Tony Mowbray, that midweek he's made changes because he's obviously got a period where they've played Saturday, Tuesday, 12:30 kickoff, comes around quicker, obviously by only a few hours, but it still makes a difference. So you've got that, everybody talking about the same thing, rotation of squads. If you've got the players to be able to do that, then great. But also that comes with its risks as well. So it's interesting. It's just an interesting time, and really you'd love to be able to do a master's and PhD on the reasons why people get injured, or over the last 2.5 years, and a study got put together. It would be priceless, really, to understand the size of the squad, the pitches they play on, the detail that goes into it, all the days, the preparation, the COVID, people having illnesses, and all those things put together. It'd be brilliant to understand why the injuries have occurred. But there's a lot of significant injuries up and down the country, not just muscular either. But yeah, there's a lot of that going around, I think, and managers up and down the country here, and Premier League managers, all up and down the country, about players and injuries that they've had, and it's an unprecedented season, an unprecedented amount of injuries. It's difficult, it really is. If we can get a result tomorrow, then that lifts us and elevates us closer to them, and by definition then we are a lot closer ourselves. So it's going to be a really good game, I think. A game of football tomorrow that's they have got a young squad, not too many players over the age of 30. In fact, I think there's only Danny Bart that's there. They've got a young squad, but they've got a really talented young squad. Obviously supplemented in the window with Gellhart going there. You mentioned Patrick Roberts and obviously Jack Clark on the other side. They play Ahmad Diallo's there on loan from Manchester United, who's made a big difference to them too. I think Ballard was a really good signing in the summer from Arsenal, and they're a talented group. They play some really good football. It's going to be a really good football match tomorrow. But it's going to be a tough game. It'll be a tough game for both teams, but I think it'll be a really good football match.
We're going to be talking to Josh Eccles, I think, shortly. He's had his injury concerns, but overall, how impressed have you been about how far he's come on?
Josh has been somebody who we know a lot about, and I've mentioned before, I think really him going out to Gillingham with Steve Evans was a good thing. Half a season. He came back to us, obviously having had that experience, and it was a bit up and down for him, but he came back in. Josh he can be whatever he wants to be. I think the only thing that limits people are themselves, and I'm really pleased with the way that he's come on, and since he signed his contract, he's changed. So mentally, he's changed as well, which is also a good thing. He's somebody who's young, come through the ranks, knows the club, loves playing here. That's obviously evident with the contract length that he signed, but also what we think of him too, and there's more to come from him. There's no doubt about that.
With your squad, Ben Sheaf, what's the latest on him?
Ben is about to commence his final bits of rehab, so he may be a week or two away from coming back, but he's certainly going to be Alter G, once he's cleared the Alter G machine, then he can start running on the grass. He's probably going to be 10 days, 2 weeks. Fingers crossed.
Dabo, is he ready yet?
Funky's trained. He's training, so he's obviously a lot closer. So, like I say, again, when we speak on a Friday, we've still got training to do. We've still got final prep to do, but I'm setting my mind really for what's going to happen at the start tomorrow.
Hi Josh.
You right?
Hi Josh, how you doing?
Yeah, not too bad, thank you.
What's that like at the end of a game when you're celebrating in front of the fans, especially for someone like you who's come up through the ranks? That must be a great feeling.
Oh yeah, it's got to be up there with one of the best feelings in the world, when you get the 3 points and you see all the fans singing and clapping and just smiling. There's nothing better than making other people happy, you know what I mean? I'm enjoying football at the moment. Obviously, I've moved back into midfield while Sheafy's injured, which is unfortunate for him because he's been so good this season. Obviously, him and Gustavo in midfield, it's hard to replace them because they're both so in form at the moment. But obviously, I've got my chance in the moment. Just settling in now, so hopefully I can keep a run of games going. As long as I'm on the pitch, I'm never really going to complain, you know what I mean? But obviously my preferred position is midfield, which everyone should know. But I do actually quite enjoy playing right wing back. It's a different insight of the game. It's more attacking. Obviously you got more defending as well, but it's a different role. And obviously, like I said a minute ago, it's just if I'm on the field, I'm not going to complain.
If you play against Sunderland, it'll be your 50th senior appearance for the club. Does it feel like you've totted up 50 now?
That's flew by for me, honestly. Now, honestly, I'm grateful for the gaffer for giving me the opportunity. That means a lot to me, obviously, coming through the academy at the age of 7. Speechless, to be fair.